Hey there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Alex. So I'm taking a little break from doing all the yard work today. It's kind of hot and I don't really feel like doing it. And lately I've been hearing a lot of logging going on, like big trucks go by my house, big machines in the woods off in the distance pretty close to my property. So I've been curious to see how close that is to my property. And I've been also meaning to do a whole boundary line check because I've still yet to do that. And I've been living here going on a year in August. So it should be some fun. Yeah, I got my purple marking tape because here in Mississippi, I'm not sure about where you guys are from, but in Mississippi at least, you're supposed to use purple marking to mark the property lines. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I'm going to be using the LandGlide app. Going to be taking advantage of the free 7-day trial. Yeah, I'm walking on the road in front of my property in case you guys can't tell that. It's the easiest way to get to one of the corners of the property where I'm going to be starting. Hopefully I can find pictures of this stuff so I can put it right here so you guys can get like an actual visual of what I'm doing today. But I'm planning on starting at one of the corners and then I'm basically doing just the whole U around the property, marking every so often of the trees or whatever of the purple tape. So yeah, right now I think I'm basically to the corner right now. So I'm gonna take out my phone, hopefully, because I'm pretty out in the middle of nowhere here. So hopefully the LandGlide app will actually work here. All right. So this is what I'm looking at. You might be able to kind of see it, but that blue dot right there is me. So it says, according to this, I'm almost to the property line, which is pretty accurate because right here, if you can tell, someone who I'm pretty sure owns this property, which is pretty big, like within the last year, cut a trail to get back to there. Yeah, like I've walked this part of the property line before and I've seen blue dots on trees along the way. So I'm pretty sure that this is right now the very edge of the property on this side. Like if you're on my front porch looking at the road, this is the right corner. But if you're looking at my property from the road, I'm on the left corner right now. So I'm going to be walking straight down, marking trees every so often. And yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's not too thick. Hope you guys like it. Please make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks everybody. Yeah, so I'm not really 100% sure what to do here because like I was mentioning, whoever owns the property right next to my property cut a trail right on the border of what we think is my property boundary line. But according to my location on this LandGlide app, like here is the property line, like here's the trail that they cut. Right there is my property. And supposedly right here is, I guess, the barrier. But I'm not quite to that corner. Like the corner is actually like a good 50 yards that way. So I don't really know if that's the real true barrier or not. So I think I'm going to play it safe and just go off of, at least on this side, the blue dots on the trees that are already there. Like I said, I'm more interested in actually the back boundary line anyways, because my other side property boundary line is pretty well, it's pretty distinct because like the front boundary line, I have this road here. On the other side, there's another road, but it's a dirt road, so that's basically a pretty clear boundary line there. But I still don't quite know how far back the property goes, so that's the main reason why I'm doing this today. So hopefully we'll find out. I just started going down. There's a road still. And right there is a tree with a blue dot on it, or stripe, whatever you want to call it. So I'm assuming at some point someone did some sort of boundary markings, because I've walked down his trail before and there's blue dots all along down. So I'm not sure if you can actually tell the trail I'm talking about, but let's see if I can go up some. Maybe going up some more. We'll do it. You can kind of see like all the nice rows of pine on the left there, and all the crazy crappy trees on my property on the right there. And like there's a semi trail that I'm on right in the middle of that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. Probably a good 150 feet from the road now. Passed by a couple of these blue dots. There's another one if you can see it. I've been putting this purple tape every like 10, 15 feet or so, trying to keep it in line. Yeah, I swear I'm not really having a rhyme or a reason to which trees I'm marking. Just looking for trees that are relatively straight, in line with my previous mark, and go from there. Yep. There we go. There's another tree with a blue mark on it. So I guess I'll tie a ribbon behind you. Now you might be able to see the trail better from this side. I don't know, but that's what I'm following right here. And it still goes so much more far, a lot farther that way. And in case you guys don't know, I mentioned this in some other videos, but I'm originally from Tampa, Florida. I've only lived in the Mississippi area for going on a year now. And so far I've been loving it. I've been loving the fact that this is my next door neighbor here, just a big freaking field of pine trees. It's really hard to get that in Florida, for at least this price anyways. So yeah, I've been loving the peace and quiet. Yeah, when I was in Florida, I did all sorts of different jobs. I was a delivery driver for a printing company. I was a pool guy. I installed fences. All while doing that, I bought and maintained rental properties. So that allowed me the freedom to be able to come here and buy this property with my mom's help, of course. But it's been awesome so far. Well, I was gonna do little adventures like this every day. So I'm having fun. Yeah, we are getting there, people. Oh yeah. Oh, there's the first roll. Good thing I got plenty more. All right, so here's a little something new. I'm closing in on the back corner. Someone came around and marked these oranges. I can definitely tell at least three different people before me have marked this property boundary, because on some of the trees there's a red mark, some trees there's a blue mark, some trees there's this orange ribbon. So yeah, definitely a lot of people think that this is the property barrier. Well, you can definitely see I'm like right on that line. So like it says I'm still within the property line even though I'm on the road. So in theory, whoever made this road did it on my property. But I'm not hating it because it's pretty nice to have an access road. I don't really know how accurate this LandGlide app is. And like I said, it seems like there's been 3 different sets of people before me that seem to think it's right there. So I'm just going off of that. I don't want to start crap here. The property inside that line is plenty of property, so whatever. So I'm just gonna add my purple ribbon to this tree that you might be able to see here. But yeah, it's got someone marked it red and someone tied these ribbons here. So I'm gonna add my ribbon to it. Alrighty, so I'm pretty close to the back corner on the LandGlide app. And that's where this double ribbon dealio, the orange dealio, is. So I think someone thought that this might have been the back corner here. But if you look, you might be able to get this. But right here, whoever in the past was doing all the blue dots, there's a blue dot on the tree there, a blue dot on the tree here, what's left of it. And then there's one more pretty close blue dot on this tree right there. You can see it. I got now my purple ribbon in front of it there. So there's 3 pretty close blue dots. And if you look on the LandGlide app, if you can see it, I'm not sure how well you guys can see it, but you see that blue dot? I'm pretty much right in the middle of that corner there. So that tells me that people think that this is probably, right here is probably the back corner here. Because I walked a little bit further up here and I'm still not seeing any blue dots. All right, so that's one side down, 2 more to go. Yeah, this is the definitely not fun part of this project today, because I'm gonna be trekking through the woods there. Oh yeah. But I'm kind of thankful right now because I've been walking in the sun here for a bit here, so I want to get in the shade. Let's go. So I'm like 4 ribbons into the back property line now, and I've yet to actually see any other markings. So I'm either the first person to do this property boundary line, or I'm just way off the mark. So I hope I'm just the first one. Yeah, one of the reasons I'm doing this is because, like I mentioned, I've been hearing like logging work going on, which sounds pretty close to my property. And right now I'm on the farthest I can go on my back property, and it still sounds like they're a good distance off. So I'm relatively sure nothing's going on my property. All right, so kind of good news, bad news here. I've been working my way in from, if you're looking at the house from the road, the back left corner. I've been working my way left to right. And I have caught up to my own ATV trail that I made here. The bad news is I thought I had more property on the other side of this trail. But good news is now I have a trail to walk on, so that's cool, I guess. Oh well. All right, cool. So I'm now off the ATV trail right there. So that does mean I do have more property like I thought. So cool. Of course. Alrighty, so I'm about halfway across the back property line according to the LandGlide app. I'm doing the best I can to keep all of, or at least most of the blue dot on that side, on the highlighted section of the property, because that's my property. There, that's not my property. That one is. So I'm doing the best I can to keep the blue dot as much on this side of the line as I can. So a couple times I've had to walk back to my previous ribbon and keep walking forward, because it seems like the satellite for my phone here in the woods is pretty weak, so it keeps losing it and then picking it up. So I have to keep making sure that my phone's loaded. So yeah, it's not just super smooth sailing, but it's not too bad. At least it's shady here. So I think I'm past halfway on the back property line, but now it's a little Blair Witch-like because I can't find all my previous ribbon markings that I was laying out here. So I might be a little lost in the woods here, guys. Good one. There we go. All right, according to the LandGlide app, we are approximately, I guess, 3/4 of the way across the back line. And now that since it's updated again, it seems like I'm like right on the line, which is probably a little bit too close for comfort when doing property barriers like this. That's what's making this so difficult. My phone service is pretty crappy, pretty spotty throughout these woods. So 1 second it'll seem like I'm within the line. And next thing you know, I'm like over the line. So got to keep going back and forth. Oh well. Hopefully no one on the property behind us will ever really encroach on this side where it will actually really matter. Wow, this is one of the biggest freaking pine trees I've seen by far on this property. I guess, well, it's not really on the property because that's the marker that I'm putting and it's just past that. But yeah, I can't even freaking hug this tree. That's how big it is. It's huge. Alrighty, so I am very close to the other corner of where the back line and Holiday Road come together. And in front of me now, which appears to be at least partially on my property, is like an old abandoned trailer. So I guess we got some exploring to do. All right. Yeah, so this trailer here, like I said, it seems to be, according to this LandGlide app, like that blue dot's where I am. You can see the trailer's right in front of me. So it could possibly be on my property. I don't know. But I want to walk around, check it out some. Hopefully you guys will find this interesting. Oh, wow. Alrighty. So I'm inside a little porch dealio. There's a door here. Guess I'll see if this baby's open. Up. You gotta walk. Maybe if I come back with some bolt cutters, we can actually go inside. out somebody had a little success. Doesn't really appear to be anything super cool in there. It's probably empty. I mean, there we go. Here's a better window to look into. Oh yeah, it's empty if you can see in there. This thing does not look safe at all to go into, so it's probably a good thing the doors are locked. All right, so that's actually kind of cool, guys. Yeah, when I was trying to find the property line online before coming out, I was looking up all like the Google Maps stuff and all that. And on that, I could see like on the map, just like a square pad in this back corner here. So I didn't even know what it was, but I guess this is what it is. It's just someone's old abandoned trailer, maybe a hunting trailer or something. I don't know. Can't quite tell if it's on my property or not. Either way, it's like right on the line. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Definitely an interesting way to end the walk. Like, yep, I'm all the way to Holiday Road here. I'm gonna go down there and walk the easy way back home. So that's what I'll do. All right, well, thanks a lot for tagging along on today's little LandGlide expedition. Yeah, I had a lot of fun checking out the property burial lines. And to me, the LandGlide app seems to be pretty accurate because it seems to line up pretty spot on with that abandoned trailer back there. Yeah, before I came out here today, I was checking out the property lines on Google Maps, and I could see that there was some sort of pad in that back corner. So that seems to be exactly where that trailer is. So that tells me that the LandGlide app is pretty accurate. So that's pretty cool. So if you're curious about the app, there you go. Hopefully that helps you out. Well, anyways, I think that's going to be it for this video. Thanks everyone for watching. Please make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks everybody. I'll see you guys next time.